Far away from Earth, in the center of the Milky Way, there was the Galactic Council, an alliance of hundreds of advanced alien civilizations. They had explored the stars for thousands of years, and believed there was nothing new left to surprise them. For ages, they had watched young species grow slowly, often needing guidance to survive. The Council thought of themselves as wise teachers of the galaxy. One day, long-range probes detected a blue and green planet on the outer rim of the galaxy. It was called Earth by its inhabitants. The Council scientists were surprised to see that the planet had unusual signals, radio waves, energy bursts, and strange lights in orbit. Curiosity grew quickly. Could this small world have life that had reached space travel? The Council gathered for a grand meeting. Tall insectoid beings with glittering eyes, reptilian creatures with scaled crests, and luminous cloud-like aliens filled the chamber. The head speaker, a calm elder of the Council, raised his voice. "We have found a new world. Its people call themselves humans. Their progress is fast, but they cannot be advanced enough to threaten the balance of our galaxy. We shall greet them and bring them under our guidance." The decision was made. A delegation of ships would travel to this planet to make first contact. The aliens expected to find a young, primitive race that would look upon them with awe. Many of the Council members even joked about how easily these newcomers would accept the Council's authority. Weeks later, massive alien vessels emerged from hyperspace near Earth. The flagship, shaped like a shining crescent, led a fleet of 20 ships, each several kilometers long. Alien diplomats looked out from their crystal windows, eager to witness the stunned faces of humans below. However, the sight that greeted them was not what they expected. Orbiting Earth were metallic stations, glowing with energy. Sleek ships patrolled in organized patterns. High above the planet, giant solar arrays collected energy, and satellites formed tight networks. Earth did not look like a world waiting to be discovered. It looked like a world ready for them. Stars dot inside the alien flagship. Confusion spread. One ambassador, a four-eyed reptilian being, hissed softly, "They already have fleets?" Another envoy, a jelly-like creature that communicated with light pulses, flickered nervously. "Perhaps they have merely copied primitive designs. They cannot be as advanced as they appear." Yet doubts grew stronger with every scan. The humans had fusion power, interplanetary engines, and weapons mounted on their ships. The aliens exchanged uneasy glances. This was not a primitive species. Meanwhile, on Earth, humans had already detected the incoming alien fleet long before it arrived. In the orbital command station above the Pacific Ocean, Admiral Elena Vasquez stood at the center of a vast holographic display, her eyes calm but sharp. "So, the galaxy finally knocks on our door," she said softly. "Let's greet them properly." Humanity had long prepared for such a moment. After decades of unity and cooperation, Earth had become a single planetary government with colonies on the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Their progress had been faster than most alien species could have imagined. But humans were known for one thing above all else: adaptability. When the alien fleet finally sent a signal of greeting, they expected panic or awe. Instead, they were met with a perfectly translated response in their own language. "This is Earth Command. Welcome to Sol System. Please state your purpose." The aliens hesitated. This was not how new species behaved. Usually, young civilizations struggled to communicate or showed fear. But the humans were calm, efficient, and clearly ready. The alien ambassadors decided to descend to Earth for a formal meeting. They imagined that, at the very least, humans would show humility in front of their ancient visitors. But when the alien envoys landed in a shining glass-like tower in Geneva, they were greeted not by frightened tribes or awestruck leaders, but by a group of confident humans dressed in sleek uniforms. The leader of the human delegation, Director Marcus Hale, stepped forward with a polite smile. "Welcome to Earth. We are honored to meet you. We hope this is the beginning of friendship and cooperation." His voice was steady, his posture firm. The aliens, who had expected submission, felt a strange unease. The insectoid ambassador leaned closer to her companion. "They do not fear us. Look at their eyes. They are not impressed." As the meeting began, The aliens tried to speak as wise mentors. They offered guidance, knowledge, and protection. But the humans listened quietly, their faces unreadable. Then Director Hale replied, his words simple yet powerful. We appreciate your offer. But humanity is not a child looking for a guardian. We have walked through fire to reach the stars. We will stand as equals or not at all. The room fell silent. For the first time, the aliens realized this species was different from the windows of the meeting hall. The alien envoys could see human ships leaving Earth's orbit, engines burning bright as they set off toward distant worlds. The galaxy had expected to meet a young, naive race. Instead, it had found humanity confident, unbroken, and ready for the future. The alien envoys stayed on Earth for several days. They attended meetings, visited orbital stations, and studied human society. At first, they were polite but confident, sure that humans would eventually understand the superiority of the Galactic Council. But the more time they spent on Earth, the more unsettled they became. Humans were not only advanced, they were organized and ambitious. Every facility the aliens visited, spaceports, research labs, and training academies showed clear evidence of unity and progress. One alien ambassador, a tall insectoid named Seralith, whispered to her companion as they stood on a balcony overlooking a massive launch site. Look at them. They are not struggling to survive. They are thriving, and they are fast. At that moment, a human starship roared upward from the launch pad, its engines burning bright as it accelerated toward orbit. The alien delegates exchanged worried glances. The council envoys had arrived expecting to guide humanity. Instead, they were being treated as guests, not mentors. During a formal dinner, one of the alien leaders, a shimmering jelly-like being named Ellen, finally decided to test the humans. Director Hale. Ellen said, his voice soft but filled with pride, your species is young. We have walked the stars for thousands of your years. We have knowledge and wisdom you cannot yet imagine. Surely, it is better for Earth to follow the Council's guidance. Hale looked at him calmly. We respect your wisdom, Hale replied, but humanity has made its own path. We have built our colonies, fought our challenges, and survived our mistakes. We cannot give up our right to decide our future. The room fell quiet. Many aliens could not believe the confidence in Hale's voice. Behind the scenes, the alien delegates sent private messages to the council leaders far away in the galactic core. Their reports were filled with confusion. The humans are not afraid, one message read. They treat us as equals. Their technology is growing at a dangerous speed. We must be cautious. The Galactic Council debated endlessly. Some believed humanity should be welcomed as partners. Others feared that such a fast-rising species could destabilize the galaxy's balance of power. As negotiations continued, alien intelligence agents tried to secretly scan human networks and fleets. What they found shocked them. Human warships were not just decorative, they were heavily armed with advanced railguns, plasma weapons, and powerful shields. The humans had fleets patrolling Mars, asteroid mines, and deep space outposts. Even more concerning was the discovery of several classified shipyards hidden far beyond Earth. They were building something enormous, something the aliens could not yet understand. One alien spy sent a final, urgent report before vanishing. They are not preparing for defense, they are preparing to expand. The council delegation tried one final tactic: intimidation. A massive alien fleet appeared in orbit one morning, far larger than before. The aliens claimed it was only for protection, but their true purpose was clear. The sky above Earth was filled with hundreds of alien ships, their weapons quietly powered but ready. Many alien leaders believed this show of force would finally humble humanity. But on Earth, Admiral Elena Vasquez watched the alien fleet calmly from the orbital command center. They want to frighten us, she said, her voice steady. Let's show them that fear is something we left behind long ago. When the alien flagship sent a demand for cooperation under council authority, the humans gave no reply. Instead, the alien sensors detected a massive gravitational disturbance far beyond the moon. Slowly, something colossal emerged from behind Earth's shadow. It was a ship unlike any the aliens had ever seen. Its black armor swallowed light. Towering in size, bristling with weapons, it looked like a predator among prey. The aliens stared in disbelief. Their scans could barely measure the ship's energy output. The humans sent a single message, calm and clear. This is the UNS Leviathan. You are in Earth's orbit. We advise you to lower your weapons. For the first time since their arrival, the aliens fell silent. Inside the Council fleet, nervous whispers spread. How could they build something like this? We have never dared to create a warship of this scale. The alien envoys, watching from the ground, could only stand frozen. They realized, with a chilling certainty, that humanity was not a race to be guided. They were a race to be respected or feared. The sudden appearance of the UNS Leviathan shook the alien delegation to its core. It was not just a ship, it was a statement. Every curve of its colossal frame, every glowing weapon mount, spoke of a species that refused to bow to anyone. For centuries, the Galactic Council had maintained control by convincing younger species that resistance was hopeless. But as the Leviathan's shadows stretched across orbit, every alien understood one truth. Humanity was not hopeless. Back in the Galactic Core, Council members gathered in an emergency session. The great chamber was filled with nervous voices. They built that ship without our knowledge. Impossible. No young race could achieve such power so quickly, yet they have. Some council members demanded immediate action. Others warned that attacking humanity would be a grave mistake. The humans had something even more dangerous than technology, unpredictability. Meanwhile, on Earth, the alien envoys were taken on carefully planned tours of human facilities. Director Marcus Hale and Admiral Vasquez wanted to send a clear message: humanity was strong. But humanity was not looking for war. The envoys were shown vast fusion reactors, terraforming projects, and training academies where humans prepared for deep space exploration. One alien ambassador, Seralith, stared in disbelief at a vast construction yard orbiting Mars. How long have they been building all this? She asked quietly. Her human guide smiled politely. Long enough. We plan ahead. The ambassador realized something. Terrifying humanity had been preparing for the galaxy long before the galaxy had found them. Alien intelligence services grew more desperate. They sent stealth drones to spy on human shipyards far beyond Pluto. What they found was even more alarming. Human engineers were working on multiple Leviathan-class warships. Each one was different, experimental, and more advanced than the last one. Spy reports simply said, if they complete these fleets, the balance of power will end. Humanity will not just defend its worlds, they will expand far beyond our reach. The Council began spreading propaganda across alien networks, painting humans as reckless and dangerous. But even among the Council's own species, curiosity began to grow. Some alien scientists admired humanity's rapid progress. Some alien merchants saw opportunity in trading with Earth. And some alien soldiers, quietly, feared that if war came, humanity might win. One evening, as the alien envoys stayed in a grand hotel overlooking Geneva's glowing skyline, Elune, the jelly-like ambassador, spoke softly to Seralith. Do you feel it? They do not see us as masters or saviors. They see us as equals or obstacles. Seralith's antennae twitched. Perhaps we misjudge them. We believe their youth made them weak. But maybe it makes them stronger. Far above Earth, inside the Leviathan, Admiral Vasquez stood on the command deck, watching holographic star charts. The ship was more than just a war machine, it was a symbol of human unity. Report. She ordered. A young officer saluted. Ship systems at full readiness, Admiral. All fleets have taken defensive positions. The Council's ships have powered down weapons, but their movements are being monitored. Vasquez nodded. Good. We will not be the ones to strike first. But if they try, they will regret it. The crew, men and women from every continent, stood proud. Humanity had always been divided in the past, but the stars had changed everything. Unknown to the Council, Earth scientists had unlocked artificial intelligence fleets that could operate without constant human control. These fleets were already exploring distant star systems, setting up automated stations, and securing resources. While other species grew slowly, humans adapted and improvised. Where aliens debated for decades, humans acted in years. This was their greatest strength. Back on the alien flagship, panic grew. The envoy's latest reports described humanity's industrial growth and strategic planning. They are not preparing for war against us, Serlith told her council superiors. They are preparing for something greater. Exploration, expansion, independence. The council leaders were divided. Some wanted to offer a treaty of equality, while others demanded a preemptive strike. But none of them could ignore the truth humanity had built power, faster than anyone thought possible. One alien diplomat summed up the growing fear in a single sentence: we came to teach them. But they are the ones teaching us what it means to rise. And high above Earth, the Leviathan turned slowly, its engines glowing like twin suns. It was not built only for defense. It was built for the future. Humanity had just revealed a small part of its power, and the galaxy had only begun to understand what that truly meant. The tension in Earth's orbit had reached its highest point. Hundreds of alien ships surrounded the planet, their dark hulls glinting coldly in the sunlight. Many of the Galactic Council's fleets carried weapons that could destroy whole cities. With a single blast, the aliens hoped their presence alone would force humanity to surrender control and accept their rule. But on Earth, the mood was calm, confident, not scared. Admiral Elena Vasquez stood on the bridge of the UNS Leviathan, her eyes scanning the vast field of foreign warships. The ship's enormous frame loomed like a mountain in space. Its armor was nearly impenetrable, and its weapons were the most powerful ever created by humanity. The Leviathan was not just a battleship, it was a symbol of everything humans had fought for, a testament to their strength and will. We will not back down, Vasquez said quietly to her officers. Our mission is peace, but we will defend our home if we must. The alien commanders observed the Leviathan from their flagships. Control room. They whispered among themselves, fear creeping into their voices. This ship, it is larger than any warship we have seen, said Serlith, the insectoid ambassador. Its weapons can reach beyond our own range. This is a new level of power. Elun, the jelly-like being, flickered nervously. They never sent warnings or threats. Just this massive ship appearing in orbit. They want us to know they mean business. The Council's initial plan of gentle guidance and quiet control was falling apart. The humans were no longer hiding their power, they were showing it openly. As the standoff continued, the humans sent a clear message to the alien fleets. A calm voice echoed through the Council's communication channels. This is the UNS Leviathan. You are in Earth's orbit without permission. We advise you to lower your weapons and respect Earth's sovereignty. For a long moment, silence filled the void of space. Then, one by one, the alien ships began to power down their weapons systems. The message was clear. Humanity was strong, united, and ready back on Earth. Director Marcus Hale addressed the world. Today, the galaxy has seen the strength of humanity, he said in a broadcast transmitted across Earth and the alien networks. We do not seek war. We seek respect. We are ready to stand as equals among the stars. The human public, watching the alien ships in orbit, felt a surge of pride. This was a new age for humanity. The stars were no longer distant dreams, they were within reach. But the Galactic Council was not ready to accept this new reality. In a secret chamber deep inside the Council's headquarters, leaders debated their next move. We cannot allow humans to grow unchecked, one elder said. Their rapid progress threatens the stability of the galaxy. Another voice argued. We must seek peace and find a way to work with them. War would destroy everything. The decision was difficult. Some feared humanity's power. Others admired their courage. Meanwhile, the Leviathan prepared for a new mission. Admiral Vasquez stood before her crew, her voice steady and proud. We have shown the galaxy that humanity is strong, she said. Now, we must explore, learn, and grow. Our future lies among the stars, and we will claim it with honor. The crew cheered quietly. They were ready to face whatever challenges awaited. As the Leviathan left Earth's orbit, its massive engines lit up the darkness. The alien fleets watched silently, their faces full of respect and fear. The arrival of the battleship had changed everything. The galaxy had finally met humanity not as weak newcomers, but as powerful, determined stars in their own right. The Leviathan surged forward, leaving Earth's orbit behind. Its engines burned with steady power, pushing the massive ship deeper into the blackness of space around it. Smaller human ships formed a protective ring, ready to face any threat that might come. The Galactic Council's fleets had withdrawn for now, but their eyes remained fixed on humanity with growing concern. Admiral Elena Vasquez stood on the bridge, her gaze firm. The moment had come. Humanity's future was no longer limited to one small blue planet. The stars beckoned, full of mystery and challenge. As the Leviathan traveled farther from Earth, communication channels buzzed with excitement and reports. Human explorers had already discovered new planets, moons, and asteroid fields rich with resources. Automated mining stations hummed in distant orbits, and research teams studied alien phenomena with eager curiosity. We are explorers and warriors, both, Vasquez thought. We carry the dreams of millions aboard this ship. Back in the Galactic Council's chamber, voices raised in debate once again. We underestimated humans, said one elder. They are not a threat to be crushed, but a power to be respected. But if we allow them to grow, another warned, they may upset the balance we have maintained for millennia. The Council faced a new truth. Humanity was a force that could no longer be ignored or controlled. On Earth, Director Marcus Hale announced a new era of cooperation and preparation. Humanity has taken its first step into the galaxy, he said. We will seek alliances with other species, learn from them, and share our knowledge. But we will also defend our home and our right to exist. Citizens across Earth cheered and celebrated. The old divisions between nations faded in the light of this new hope. Humans were united like never before. Meanwhile, the Leviathan and its fleet approached a distant star system that showed signs of intelligent life. Sensors detected unusual energy reading structures, ships, and communication signals. It was the first real test of humanity's resolve beyond the Sol system. Admiral Vasquez prepared her crew for first contact. We do not seek conflict, she said, but we will not back down if threatened. When the humans met the alien civilization, they found a species both cautious and curious. Unlike the Council's ancient ambassadors, these aliens were eager to learn and trade. Dialogue began, slow and careful, but filled with promise. The humans shared technology, medicine, and stories of Earth's long journey. The aliens, in return, offered knowledge of their own worlds and histories. This was the beginning of a new chapter. Humanity was no longer alone or hidden. They were part of a vast galaxy filled with life, sometimes strange, sometimes beautiful, and sometimes dangerous. But the humans were ready. Their battleship Leviathan was more than a weapon. It was a symbol of their courage, their unity, and their hope. Back in the Galactic Council, the elder speaker sighed. Perhaps, he said slowly, the galaxy is changing. Perhaps it needs a new kind of strength. The strength of a species that will rise not by domination, but by courage and heart. The Council's fear did not disappear overnight, but respect had begun to grow. On the Leviathan, Admiral Vasquez looked out at the stars and smiled. The future is ours, she said softly, and we will meet it together. The ship sailed on, a giant shadow crossing the endless sea of stars, a reminder that humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never be the same.